The blueprint of a solution-driven life, a mentoring perspective. What if the most significant obstacle in your life is rarely the external problem itself, but the direction where your mind chooses to look or to focus? Every day, people lose their energy, their confidence, and their opportunities not because the world is unfair, but because they become trapped within their own problems rather than actively searching for solutions. When you face a setback, remember that there are always two ways to interpret it. One person sees an ending and asks, "Why is this happening to me?" While the other sees a beginning and asks, "What can I do next?" That one question changes everything. Your life doesn't move in the direction of your circumstances, it moves in the direction of your focus. The power of attention. Problems are inherently loud. They demand your attention, create fear, and force you to replay mistakes. Solutions, however, are quiet. They require discipline, training, and a mind that refuses to remain trapped in what went wrong. Amazing. Again, solutions, however, are quiet. They require discipline, training, and a mind that refuses to remain trapped in what went wrong. Every breakthrough in history, every invention, and every success story began with someone looking at a difficulty and discipline to build an answer rather than worshipping the obstacle. You possess the same power. It isn't because challenges will disappear, but because your mind can become stronger than your circumstances. Mastering your mental filter. Your mind functions like a filter. With thousands of thoughts competing of your attention, it chooses what to highlight. If you fix your attention, no problems, your mind will collect If you fix your attention on problems, your mind will collect evidence proving that progress is impossible. But the moment you change your focus to solution-based questions, your mind changes its direction. Ask, what can this teach me? Or what is still within my control? And to answer that question, your thoughts and your emotions and your response. These aren't just questions. They are the catalyst for the actions that create results. Think of your focus as a flashlight in a dark room. Wherever you point it, wherever you point it, that is what becomes visible. Point it towards fear, and fear grows. Point it towards solutions, and possibilities appear. Emotional intelligence vs. emotional control. Mental strength is not about never feeling overwhelmed. It is the ability to prevent your emotions from becoming permanent decisions. Emotions are signals, not instructions. When you feel stuck, uncertain, or pressured, remember that those feelings are information, not commands. Create space between what you feel and what you do. Calm your mind so you can think clearly and refuse to hand over control to every difficult moment. Listen to your emotions, but do not surrender to them. The clarity of action. We often stay stuck because we wait for certainty before we move. But in life, clarity is rarely found through endless thinking. It is discovered through action. Action creates clarity, builds confidence, and reveals the next step. If you are walking through thick fog, you cannot see the entire road. You can only see a few steps ahead. Each step you take reveals the next. Stop waiting for the perfect conditions or the perfect plan. Start creating momentum through the next useful small action. Daily training, the habit of growth. Your mind is like a muscle and grows through repetition. If you repeatedly focus on problems, complaints, and failures, your brain builds a familiar path for those thoughts. To build a new, stronger path, you must intentionally practice redirecting your focus. When a plan changes, don't label it as a failure. Look for the new road. When a mistake happens, don't attack yourself. Study the mistake and adjust. Transformation is not one giant event. It is the sum of repeated choices and repeated focus. Ownership of your future. There comes a moment when you realize that no one is coming to save you or think for you. The direction of your mind is your absolute responsibility. This is the ultimate shift. You stop hoping for better circumstances and start training yourself to become the person who can handle any circumstance. You don't need complete control over life to make progress. You only need control over your next move. Your mentoring challenge for today, my friends. Don't measure your success by the absence of challenges. Measure it by the quality of your response. When pressure arrives, choose to be the person who turns it into progress. Your next level doesn't begin when life changes. It begins the moment your thinking changes. My beautiful divine creatures, the choice is yours, and your future is waiting for you to create it. Thank you so much for being here with me. I'm sending you love and light.